A woman has been at sea for 3 days and nights with her newborn baby, and their only shelter is this sinking container. She throws the baby's diaper into the sea, which soon attracts a few fish. She quickly makes a simple fishing device, but catching fish is not as easy as she thought. When she was in despair, she suddenly saw an airliner in the sky. Excited, she rushed back to the container to find a piece of glass. But when she returned to the accident, unfortunately cut her thigh. Not caring about the pain, she rushed to get up and call for help, but the distance is too far away from the people on the plane cannot see her. In order to prevent the wound from getting infected, she sterilized the wound with spirits and then sewed it up with earphone wire. The pain almost made her faint. In order to catch fish to supplement the nutrition, she used the earphone wire to prepare a simple fish net, put the net into the sea, and put a diaper as bait, and then quietly waiting for the fish to hook. After a few minutes of waiting, a fish entered the trap, and she finally had a full meal. As time went by, she had stored up a lot of rations, and in order to get out of danger as soon as possible, she wrote hundreds of distress notes and put them into plastic boxes one by one, and then she threw all the boxes into the sea in the hope that someone would find them in the near future. She had to drain them regularly through a tube, otherwise they would have sunk to the bottom of the ocean once the water filled them up, fearing that the babies would catch cold. She puts spirits in a thermos and lights it on fire to keep her baby warm. As the phone screen was damaged and could not be unlocked, she could only wait for her husband to call, but that night he suddenly came with the bad news that he had been shot and was in critical condition, and that he might not be able to save the woman. She cried and told the woman to be strong and live on. The woman was very sad to hear, but she did not complain, but told her husband that she gave birth to a baby, and then she asked him to say some warm words to the baby, but also to give the baby a name of Nuono. Then the cell phone died and they lost contact, and a few days later the water level had risen to its highest point, so she had to prepare for the worst. She made a small raft out of boards and plastic boxes in case the container sank to the bottom and they could float on it for a while. The appearance of a seagull soon gave her hope, because wherever there are seagulls, it's not too far from land. But the good times do not last long. The night used to plug the loophole of the seal suddenly fell off, the seawater with very fast speed into the container. Gradually strong, she wanted to find the stored food, but did not want to be a rope will be entangled in the feet. She had no choice but to dive into the water to cut the rope,